A major overhaul of Canada's immigration system may be in the works, and here's why it matters for future PR applicants. The Government of Canada is considering retiring the current system and replacing it with something more streamlined. This idea comes from IRCC's Forward Regulatory Plan for 2026 to 2028, which hints at a major overhaul of how skilled workers are selected. And now, new details have emerged, adding an entirely new dimension to this update. Hi everyone, I'm Khushi from Nexim Immigration. On this channel, you'll find regular updates and insights on Canada immigration plus tips on studying and traveling abroad. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest immigration updates and important announcements. Now, let's get into what's new. Under the latest proposal, your earning potential and even the type of job you have could matter more than Canadian work experience when it comes to getting permanent residence. Yes, that's true. IRCC is looking at completely changing how candidates are ranked. Instead of favoring Canadian experience, they want to focus more on high-paying occupations and overall economic contribution. They are also planning to merge the three current programs FSWP, CEC and FST into one single stream with unified requirements. So instead of different pathways, everyone would enter through the same system. Here's what the basic eligibility might look like. You would need at least a high school diploma with an ECA, a minimum CLB 6 in language, and at least 1 year of work experience in the last 3 years. But here's the interesting part, that work experience could be either Canadian or foreign, and it may not even need to be continuous anymore. You could combine different periods to make up that 1 year. Also, job offers may no longer be mandatory just to qualify, and the old 67-point grid for FSWP could be removed entirely. Now, let's talk about the biggest change in how candidates will actually be ranked. Right now, Canadian experience gives you a big advantage, but under the new proposal or proposed system, that advantage could become less significant. Instead, IRCC could bring in a new scoring factor focused on high-paying occupations. Basically, if your occupation typically pays above the national median wage, you will get more points. There are different levels, around 1.3 times, 1.5 times, and even up to 2 times the median wage. So professions with higher earning potentials such as engineers, doctors, and professors could receive a stronger ranking in the pool. Another major update is that job offer points are also expected to come back, but not for everyone. They would only apply to high-wage occupations, and surprisingly, IRCC plans to base this on the standard wage for that occupation, not on your personal salary. This is mainly to reduce fraud and misuse. There are also some smaller but important changes being considered. Trade qualifications could get more recognition, foreign work experience will still count, and certifications like Red Seal might become more valuable. On the flip side, some factors might lose importance or even be removed, such as having a sibling in Canada, studying in Canada, French language bonuses, and spousal factors. Another major change being discussed is the possibility of adjusting the 600 points currently awarded through provincial nominations. Now, before you panic, none of this is final yet. IRCC is planning public consultations in spring 2026, and there's no confirmed timeline for implementation. However, the release of detailed proposals to immigration professionals indicates that these changes are being actively considered. So what does this shift really indicate? It points toward a possible immigration system where earning potential and economic contribution carry more weight than they do today. And if that happens, it could completely change how people plan their immigration strategy. What are your thoughts on these proposed changes? Do you think prioritizing high-paying occupations is the right direction for Canada's immigration system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you'd like guidance on your immigration options or want to discuss your profile, feel free to contact with us through the link in the description or visit neximvisa.com. Thanks so much for watching and see you all in the next video. Bye.